President Bukele. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of El Salvador. Today, we gather as a nation. A nation that has faced challenges, but is now on a path to greatness. Together, we are rewriting the story of our beloved country. In the past, we have been held back by corruption, fear, and stagnation. But no longer. Today, we stand united in our vision for a brighter future. A future where every Salvadoran has the opportunity to thrive. I want to talk to you about our journey toward innovation. We are embracing the digital age. Just look around us. Our government has implemented groundbreaking reforms that put technology at the forefront. With the adoption of Bitcoin, we have not only positioned ourselves as leaders in the digital economy but also empowered our citizens to take control of their financial futures. But innovation isn't just about technology, it's about mindset. We are fostering a culture of entrepreneurship. Our small businesses are the backbone of our economy, and we are committed to giving them the tools they need to succeed. Together, we are transforming El Salvador into a beacon of hope for all in Central America. Now, let's talk about safety and security. We have made significant strides in reducing crime rates. Our efforts have led to safer streets, a more peaceful society, and a country where families can walk with confidence. We will not rest until every Salvadoran feels secure in their home. We are also tackling education reform head-on. Our youth are the leaders of tomorrow, and we must equip them with knowledge and skills. That's why we are investing in our schools, in our teachers, and in our children's futures. Education is the key that will unlock a world of possibilities for generations to come. I want every Salvadoran to know that our nation is not just a place on a map. It is our home. A home that we will build together, brick by brick, hand in hand. We will not let anyone or anything take away our dreams. In closing, let me say this, our journey has just begun. Together, we are unstoppable. We are the face of a new El Salvador, a country that rises to meet every challenge, a country that will not be defined by its past, but by its future. Let us continue to work hand in hand, side by side, for a better, brighter, and more prosperous El Salvador. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Crowd erupts in applause as Bukele steps away from the podium, waving enthusiastically.
President Nayib Bukele of El Salvador has faced both praise and criticism during his time in office, and his presidency presents several major challenges, both domestically and internationally. Here are some of the key ones. 1. Authoritarian tendencies. Bukele has been accused of undermining democratic institutions. For example, he replaced constitutional court judges and the Attorney General in 2021 with allies, raising concerns about the separation of powers. Critics say he has concentrated too much power in the executive branch. 2. Human rights concerns. His government launched a harsh crackdown on gangs under a state of emergency, which has significantly reduced crime but also led to widespread allegations of arbitrary arrests, abuse, and lack of due process. Human rights groups have warned about the long-term implications for civil liberties. 3. Bitcoin policy. In 2021, Bukele made El Salvador the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. While it attracted global attention, it also sparked local protests and concern from international financial institutions like the IMF. The move has had mixed results, with limited adoption among the general population and concerns about financial transparency. 4. Economic challenges. Despite economic growth in some areas, El Salvador faces high debt, limited foreign investment, and reliance on remittances. Bukele's approach to finance and cryptocurrency has made negotiations with the IMF difficult. 5. International relations. His style and decisions have strained relations with some international partners and organizations. Critics say his government is becoming increasingly isolated diplomatically. 6. Constitutional issues. In 2021, El Salvador's constitutional court, restructured under Bukele's allies, ruled that a president can run for consecutive terms, paving the way for Bukele's re-election bid in 2024. This sparked concerns about democratic backsliding. Would you like a deeper dive into any of these challenges or how the public in El Salvador is reacting to them? Welcome to our channel. Today, we dive into the fascinating story of Nayib Bukele, the current president of El Salvador. From his early life to his controversial policies and the modern challenges he faces, this is the full history of Nayib Bukele, a leader who has captured the attention of the world. Part 1. Early life and carry. Nayib Bukele was born on July 24, 1981, in San Salvador, the capital of El Salvador. Growing up in a middle-class family, he was exposed to the complexities of Salvadoran society from a young age. His father was a businessman and his mother was a teacher, providing him with a supportive environment to pursue his education. He studied at the José Simeón Cañas Central American University, where he earned a degree in business administration. Before entering politics, he famously ventured into the world of digital marketing and founded his own business. His political career began in the local government, where he gained recognition as the mayor of Nuevo Cuscatlán from 2012 to 2015. His tenure there set a foundation for his political ideology, focusing on modernization and youth engagement. Part 2. Political ASCEN. In 2015, Bukele was elected mayor of San Salvador, a crucial position in the country. His administration was marked by various innovative projects aimed at improving public safety and infrastructure. However, his style garnered criticism for antagonizing established political parties. Footage of protests against established parties. Amid increasing dissatisfaction with traditional political structures, in 2018, after a fallout with his former party, the left-wing FMLN, Bukele announced his candidacy for the presidency. He founded a new political party, Nuevas Ideas, positioning himself as an outsider ready to disrupt the status quo. Part 3. The 2019 presidential election. Election day scenes, cues, and people voting. In February 2019, Bukele won the presidential election with a significant majority, receiving about 53% of the votes. His campaign promised to combat corruption, improve public security, and drive economic growth, poised to bring a new vision to a country plagued by poverty and violent crime. Bukele delivering his victory speech. Victory celebrations highlighted hopes for genuine change in El Salvador. His youthful charisma and tech-savvy approach resonated with the Salvadoran populace, particularly the younger generations. Part 4. Presidency and controversial policies. Visuals. Clips of Bukele's speeches, the National Assembly, and key initiatives. Upon taking office in June 2019, Bukele initiated several ambitious reforms. His focus was largely on technology and investment. Notably, he implemented a digital platform for government services and began tackling corruption with an anti-corruption task force. Infrastructure projects, public health initiatives. However, his leadership has not been without controversy. Critics have accused him of authoritarian tendencies, especially regarding his confrontations with the judiciary and legislative branches. One of his most significant points of contention was the removal of constitutional court judges, which sparked concerns over judicial independence, protests against his government and public support rallies. Narrator. Despite the pushback, Bukele continued to ride a wave of popular support. He gained even more international attention when in September 2021, his government made Bitcoin legal tender, aiming to attract investment into the country. Part 5. The COVID-19 pandemic and tackling gang violence. COVID-19 response efforts, healthcare workers, vaccination campaigns. The COVID-19 pandemic posed significant challenges, but Bukele's government was proactive in implementing measures. The vaccination campaign was one of the fastest in Central America, garnering him more favor among the populace. Scenes depicting gang violence, police operations. Gang violence has long plagued El Salvador, with infamous gangs like MS-13 and Barrio 18 terrorizing communities. Bukele's strategy involved not only law enforcement but also social programs aimed at providing traditional youth alternatives. The effectiveness of his policies remains debated, as violence continues to pose a significant challenge. Part 6. Current status and future perspective. Recent footage of Bukele, El Salvador's landscape, and people using Bitcoin. As of now, Bukele continues to lead the nation amidst both support and criticism. Many Salvadorans remain hopeful that his innovative ideas can propel the country to a new era of growth and stability. However, questions abound regarding his future, especially with a presidential election approaching in 2024. Scenes of daily life in El Salvador, both joyful and challenging. Will Bukele maintain his grip on power? Or will he face the realities of El Salvador's complex sociopolitical landscape? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Nayib Bukele has reshaped the political conversation in El Salvador. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the full history of Nayib Bukele. His journey illustrates the intricate relationship between leadership, innovation, and the demands of a society in search of progress. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Bukele's presidency? Until next time.